The first time I escaped from the void, it was to jungle. Now, it's to chill with you.
Welcome back, my darlings.
Minions have spawned.
Gonna be chilling in the mid lane again. We're up against Lysandra. And, well, to be honest, I'm not that good on the mid matchups yet. Haven't really played into them many times. So we'll see what happens.
I came back for the others who could not.
I think we're gonna have problems with her Q or whatever it is being able to hit me from quite far away through the minions.
It's a good day for a hunter.
So what have you been up to lately? How's the new league season treating you? It'll be a fairly short one. Compared to the start. But hopefully the patches are less brutal. It's kind of a shame about not being able to jungle. But, I mean, there's always kind of a marginal pick. I actually think that it's probably A tier if you have a decent team, but very dependent on having a team that supports the pick, which, you know, means you can't really just pick it a lot of the time. Like, you know, if you have Leona support and, say, a Darius top with Annie or Ari mid, probably a pretty good time. But, you know, if you then just have like a Garen top with like a Victor or something weird and some sort of enchanter support, then you're not really going to be able to play up any of your lanes to do much. So I've got a problem here that I can't actually kill the caster minions with one auto. I need to do one before the tower hits and one after. So I miss a bit there.
This is my purpose. Learn from it.
People get very unchill with their... Don't beat this Fiora. Don't actually know, it doesn't look like it. Without help. Yeah, she gets me. Don't know about the focus running.
An ally has been slain.
Probably win that even without mana if we both fight it, but whatever.
Some call me
Enemy double kill.
They have no idea what lurks.
An enemy has been slain.
Don't miss too much farm, hopefully.
I return stronger than I left.
At least I can kill the minions under tower pretty easily now. So I was thinking about like how to stay chill in your ranked games. And one of the things I was thinking is that, like, you know, if you have a tendency to sort of I mean, I think this is good advice for like Mooning as well. If you have tendency to sort of decide games are won or lost early on, it's probably harmful to both your mental state and your ability to win in both directions, really. Because like if you think, oh, the game is just won, then you're likely to not put as much effort into it. Sort of just you know, lose a bit of focus. And you know, if you think it's over, then it's going to be negatively impacting you as well. So I think if you find yourself in games thinking that, oh, you know, it's over, or in either direction, like thinking we've won or we've lost, try to stop that thinking. And you know, the game's basically in a quantum super state of won and lost until one of the nexuses explodes. So just don't really think about whether it's win or lost. It's sort of unimportant. The only, I mean, it's sort of important to judge the game state accurately, whether you're in a like winning position or a desperate position on the sort of plays you might want to attempt, but don't really think about whether it's a won or lost game. Just think about what you need to do, what your best plays are. A lot of the time you might find that you don't actually know what the best option is. I know a lot of the time I'm not sure what to do. In those situations, like, you know, just try to come up with something and see if it works. Whereas if you're like ahead, then you really want to play more conservatively. Do the crazy stuff when you're when you don't know what to do, to try and figure it out for the future. A lot of being behind is just waiting for the opponent to make a mistake. How did she not have... Hey, that's weird. Don't expect her to go backwards. I don't understand how I didn't have a stack on her to ult, which would have saved me. But anyway, 1-for-1 trade's fine.
The void is not so much a place. It is a power reaching out to consume all life.
And as a laner, like in the early game, I think just sort of ignore what's going on in the other lanes unless like you're you know, need to roam or whatever. That's your champion's identity, but you can pretty much just focus on your lane opponent and their, you know, keep a tabs on where their jungle is. So just not let things happening in the other lanes influence you too much. Like you need to check the game state later on before you take fights and such, but in the early game it's kind of irrelevant. Like, you know, doesn't really matter to me what's happening bot lane here. I just need to farm and not fade. Take good trades if I can.
Stay alert. Stay aggressive.
Thinking about what's happening in other lanes just overload my mental stack and like reduce my ability to be calm and enjoy the game. I get frustrated all the time, especially laning is a lot more frustrating than jungling sometimes because, you know, maybe you get camped by their jungle or like you've got a bad matchup and pushed up under their tower. I shouldn't have gone for that. You know, your jungle never turns up. Can be frustrating. But I shouldn't be able to get tower off this.
The voids offer 1,000 ways to die,
Like,
and one way to live.
sort of one thing to think if, you know, when you're feeling frustrated at a situation, instead of like, you know, getting angry with your teammates or whatever, just sort of stop and think like what you can learn from the situation. You can try to get out of it, or what your best response to it is without like, you know, like obviously the best response might be for your team to help you in some way, but sort of figure out what you can do on your own.
Monsters are
It's not going to happen. Try some different pinging, see if get help that way. Like sometimes maybe your best response to a situation in lane is that you just like give them all 5 plates and get like, you know, 30 farm and have to make up for it later in the game.
Ally has been slain.
But, you know, it'd be super easy to get tilted in that kind of situation and
it's a trap.
feed like 10 kills or something, when really the best response would be just to suck it up. Lose the farm. I think he'll be ready to flash. No, thought he was about to Q me, but he was turning. Well. Like, you know, you can't always carry a game either. Sometimes you just have a counter matchup. Sometimes
The monsters are
you're a counter matchup where your opponent is actually better than you, so in
I'll make sure.
that case, like, it's probably the worst scenario. There's not a lot you can really do other than try to mitigate the bleeding as much as possible.
Turret plating will fall soon.
You know, sometimes you can't even farm under your tower, like if I was against, say, a Zed who was ahead early. There'd basically be nothing I could do. He'd kill me under tower every time his ult was up. So I'd have to take what farm I could, and as soon as I got, you know,
This suit hunts in
maybe even like a third of my health lost, I'd have to run away. Base. There was a whole bunch of farm. I didn't get fights, but laning phase doesn't last forever, so
the hunting ground has changed.
if you can get out of it without having the Zed more fed than he needs to be. He'll be behind, but have opportunities, more opportunities to catch up if he's 5 kills instead of 10 kills, right?
Down there.
And
I was
often
surrounded
once
by
they,
nothingness,
like, you know, letting them
but I
break
was
the
never
tower,
alone. Memories comfort.
it's not nice, but a lot harder for them to stop you farming under your tier 2. Just because your jungler and stuff is more likely to punish them.
Feed the beast. Or be it.
But yeah, like even in a game where your team's super far behind, like you'll still be thinking, what can you learn, practice,
I like it.
find out.
Just might stay.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Sort of think of it as a chance to try something that you might not try in a winning position, or
This skin lives on me and hunts with me.
whatever. Like those are the games where it's probably best for you to limit tests and stuff. Though, you know, the limits can be a lot lower when you're behind, but still learn stuff. Sometimes you've got to make the desperation plays. Waiting for Fiora. I don't think I can escape here. He wants to dive me. Right, minions blocked him. Nice. I find, especially playing Kai'Sa mid lane, there's a lot of bad matchups. Because I'm fairly weak early. There seems to be a lot of, I think Zed's probably one of the worst, just because it's so easy for him to poke without there being any real way to punish him for it. His shadow.
I returned stronger than I left.
Like I just have no way of doing anything to him when his shadow's down. Kind of need a jungle to...
Rampage.
Unless I manage to dodge the poke, which seems really hard.
That's 5.
So you like chunk me down to chunk a third of my health or more just by throwing his shadow out and queuing and proccing the electrocute.
Exploit their weakness.
It happens so fast that there's not much time to dodge it. I'm not even sure if it's really possible to dodge if you're in range of him just putting the shadow on top of you. So like, you know, I haven't figured that one out. It seems like a pretty bad match to me.
Humans fashioned for survival and honed by instinct.
Probably ban Zed actually, if I didn't want to practice the matchup. Seems to be one of the worst. Nico's also really hard.
I won't quit.
Just the way she can CC you through the minions. Hitbox of her thing is actually quite a bit wider than it looks too.
Trees.
And if she hits you with that, she can do heaps of damage with her Q. Basically, she has ult up and hits you with CC. Can pretty much just global you.
I came back for the others who could not.
Even with a counter matchup, like, it's not nearly as bad unless they're better than you. Counter matchup plus being better is, yeah, difficult times. I don't know that I should have really bothered going Mercury Treads. They just have so much crowd control that I think if they hit me with it, I'm just gonna die. It's probably better off having something else and doing more damage. I'm still kind of figuring it out. I'm stronger than Lysandra now. I guess the Mercury treads help in 1v1, just in a team fight situation, they don't really do anything for me.
Good day. Shut down.
Okay. She kind of wasted her ult there. Ash. Really? She's just gonna sit there?
You are all.
He needed to wait for his team to get closer. Gonna have the damage to kill me on his own. I don't mind ulting this Ash, but I'll hit her first. It's bad. Yeah. No escaping the double Q unless someone got in the way. No, guys. I think maybe you should have just gone for the dragon there.
An enemy has been slain.
I grew up deep inside a vast emptiness. I do not wish to grow old in one. That is why I must fight. You're nothing.
So the bottom tower is still up. Probably should just push this lane. No, technically I think I should have gone top, but it's already so pushed
This
out.
world is changing. We decide.
Don't really want to be opposite to the objective when I tell Actually, let's go. Need to wait for good engagement. Maybe waited too long.
A moving target lives longer.
I'll chase down the Lulu.
Shut down.
You can't get away from me. Nice dodge. Good enough, but nice dodge.
Enemy.
Exploit their mistakes. Nice reflex.
No point in this juncture. She came out enough to be killed anyway.
Double kill. An ally has been slain.
This is why they need me. I need to gather my
I
strength.
do have 10 stacks on my franchise. I'd really convert that now.
Get up, stand firm, strike hard.
Still experimenting a bit with builds. I mean, Manamune I think is mandatory, but
This is my purpose. Learn it.
Because I'm not sure. Deep, deep.
An ally has been slain.
A lot more damage there than I would.
Damn it.
Really just back, but Lulu's right there. Akron's coming in.
I came from
Yeah, I
home.
don't have the health.
Stay for the fruit.
And back and teleport some more.
An enemy has been slain.
Not really seeing any good options.
Danger is real. Fear is an illusion.
Maybe I'll just get blue.
I can make a difference. Let them come to us.
Dragon should be next objective.
I was spared for a reason.
Which means I should be pushing top lane, but Gragas is there, so...
Stay for the fruit.
Just poke him a bit. Get them low before Dragon starts. Unfortunate. Have to get that Fiora. Okay.
Will they now see? I can do it.
Lulu's still up. Ikarim should get Dragon. Oh, he's dead. Should have been paying more attention to that. I thought he would just win that. Okay, I guess I will get Dragon then.
Team has destroyed a turret.
Are they both here or is it just their movement? It's just their movement. I mean, you almost got it. I can't really stand there fighting dragon while somebody just beats you up. I think there was anything he could have done though.
Look closely, and your prey
He's
will
basically just dead there unless he flashes out. Well, I have to choose whether to follow him or take dragon. I'd probably just take dragon.
prey.
Bit more gold than I need.
Don't die. They will come.
I'm not gonna
We'll be
sell anything at this point. So it's all working. don't have their base cracked open, but I can probably just end now. Yeah. 30-second death timers. I'm about doing that instead of focusing Nexus, but doesn't look like it matters. The dumb end of game. And they're found. GG.